Hi GSAs, today we are going to be going over a basic rundown on how to navigate Domo. For those of you who don't know, Domo is our business cloud, which kind of allows us to access all of the data from our center in one convenient place. So for GSAs, that would mean looking at your Wax Pass sales, your Wax Pass conversion, your package dollar per hour, and all of those things, and then be able to see how you rank in center with other GSAs and other centers. For example, we're going to be using Lawrenceville in comparison to Seeger, and Seeger in comparison to Lawrenceville for today's example. And then there are other ways to look at how you rank in the region and in the country, and that's going to be on our next edition of Domo Advanced, which is just going to show you a few other ways to look at your metrics and really just break down how you're doing in comparison to the network. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is log in. Our password is going to be EWC0106@waxcenter.com. And our current password is hitmygoal16. Now, if that doesn't work, then it probably means that we've changed the password. This one is a little outdated, so please see your manager if you have any questions about the current password. You click sign in, and then once it is done signing in and gathering all the data, you are going to be brought to a screen that looks like this. And if you look on the top, there are a few tabs up here. We're going to be looking under favorites for today. So as you can see, there are 3 cards. Each one of these squares is referred to as a card, and we're going to be using the GSA card for today. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to bring us this chart. And as you can see, there is a lot of information on here. So we're going to start by kind of just breaking it down individually and going through what each one means and how we can manipulate that information. So at the top, you're going to see associate. And as you can see over here, these are the associates or the GSAs who work in the Lawrenceville location. So we have Whitney, Jamie, Desire, Jessica, Katie, and Allison. And with that, we can see their total package sales. So this is going to be how much they have sold in Wax Passes for the entire month. So far, we're only 3 days in. Then we have the package dollar per hour. So this is how much they sell per hour that they're clocked in for a shift. Their package number total is how many Wax Passes did they sell. So the number, not the value of them. The total package sales opportunities is how many people did you check out for this month so far who could have renewed a Wax Pass. Over here is the total number of Wax Passes that you've sold per hour that you've worked. And Wax Pass conversion percentage, how many people did you convert into Wax Pass holders. Package dollar per ticket total is how many tickets did you check out, like how many guests did you check out, divided by the amount of Wax Passes that you sold in total. Your pre-book percentage, which is pretty self-explanatory. It is how many people did you pre-book for their next reservation. We have gift card totals, gift card total per hour, ticket number total, this is how many guests you've checked out, and then last but not least, the actual hours that you've worked. So, as you can see, these two over here, the 2 percentages are color-coded. The green means that you are doing great, you are above or at the goal, and the red means that we're going to need to see some immediate improvement. So you can constantly be checking to see where you're at, what you need to do to hit the green, and how you compare to the other girls. So the next thing that we're going to look at is the date range. Over here on this tab, we have date filter. If we click on that, it's going to bring a drop-down menu that tells us to choose a date range. And we click on that, and we can choose our current month, like this today, this week, this month, this quarter, this year. We can do previous as in yesterday, previous week, previous month, and all of these different date ranges, and we can even do our own custom one. So if you click that, you would just select on the calendar here which dates you wanted to do. The most common one would probably be a pay period. So if you wanted to see how much you've sold in the pay period, you would just select the dates of the pay period and hit apply, and then it would show you. Now let's go back. So we're going to click today and apply, and now we're looking at just today's metrics, how much the GSAs have sold today. And if we wanted to go back to this month, we would click this month, apply. Next over here we have the center. So right now, like I said, we're looking at EWC Seeger and EWC Lawrenceville. Now let's say that we just wanted to look at Seeger's numbers. So we would exit out of the Lawrenceville tab down here with the little X on the corner and click apply. And now we're only looking at the Seeger girls. And we could do that vice versa. And if you don't see, like you can either use 0106 because that is our center number, or you can type in Lawrenceville, if I could spell it, and you would click this little box here and click apply, and now we're only looking at Lawrenceville. So now let's go back to looking at Seeger as well. We can use these bars on the bottom to manipulate the screen and bring anything that's out of view into view, and same thing with this scroll bar down here. Another great thing about Domo is that it updates pretty regularly, so you can kind of see when the last time it was updated, which, will give you a better indication on how accurate the numbers are. So if you sold a pass 5 minutes ago and it was updated 10 minutes ago, then that pass probably isn't in this transaction. And that's really it for this basic run through of Domo. Again, we're in the favorites tabs, and this is for the GSA, wax passes, and you can also, another thing before I go, a great thing about Domo is that if you hover over here in the right corner area of any of these tabs on top, any of the categories, and you click, you can have them ranked and listed either ascending or descending. So if we do descending, it's going to have the highest value at the top and then the lowest value at the bottom. So we can see that Whitney's sales are number 1, and then down here we have Allison for 0. So that's going to show us who has the top sales in the store. Same here. Now if we go back to ascending, then it's going to show us 0 to highest. And then if we can do that for any of them. You can do them for all of the ones here. We're not going to be really using this tab ever. This tab is just going to show us who we're looking at. What associate type are we looking at? And all of the GSA ones have like GSA already selected, so you don't need to manipulate that at all. We don't want to add any waxers in there because we always just want to be comparing GSAs to GSAs, apples to apples. So that completes our first rundown of Domo. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to your manager, and then you can move on to the more advanced Domo rundown. Thanks for watching.